Hi, it's Didrik here. We were just sitting down to record this video, and these words out of a song came into my head, and the words are "strange days indeed." So we just looked it up on Google, and it's a Jon Lennon song, and the song is "Nobody Told Me." And back to strange days indeed, it certainly is, isn't it? With Corona around and all the stuff that's happening, I'm not going to go into that. What I want to go into is, how are you reacting? And I use the word deliberately. Are you reacting, or are you very deliberately focused on what you can do and how you can do it? Corona is here. It's devastating the world. How we all manage it and handle it will determine how we come out that other side. Are you going to come out that other? Are you going to work through this positively in your practice and have your practice either stay stable or maybe grow? And are you setting yourself up for growth coming out the other side or not? Most practices I talk to, or let's rephrase that. I've got lots of people ringing me at the moment, and they're doom and gloom and the world is crashing and ending, and they're reacting and they're pulling their heads in and they're not doing anything positive. And then my coaching clients that we've been doing a lot of work with, and my inner circle clients, are behaving exactly the oppositely. And they're looking at this as a huge opportunity to maintain their balance, increase their market share because they're, and I'll tell you how that's happening in a second, and coming out the end of this with an upper trajectory. Now, I'll give you an example. I wrote a piece called Coronavirus and Your Pet, and what I did with that is I put it, and this is aimed at all the questions that our clients are asking us, and we put it on our reception counter, we put it on the consultation room counter, we made a Facebook video about it, we put it on Instagram, we emailed it to our clients. I mean, wherever we could put it, we put it. And the amount of feedback that we've had from that has been astronomical. It's been huge. And people saying, excuse me, Ava, don't dig. My new lawn, she's digging it up. We've had rain and she's digging up my lawn. Anyway, so I did that, and it was a bit of a tester. And as I said, it worked gangbusters. And then I've emailed that document to all my one-on-one and one-on-two type clients, and they've been using that as well and getting huge feedback. So what's this called? This is very simple. It took 15 minutes to write, and it dispels so many myths that clients have about what's going on, and it shows them that we're here for them and that we're taking the front foot. What's that called? It's called leadership. Now, most of the world has a leadership abyss or vacuum. Now, there are certain people doing it well, but most of our leaders are crap. And because that's happening, the people that we work with, our clients, the ones that come in, don't know what to do, don't know what to behave, running around like headless chooks because there is no leadership. You have the opportunity here and now to step up and become the leader. Our industry has the opportunity here and now to step up and become the leading industry in this scenario and in our field. As a leader, you can step up, educate your team, obviously, and take all appropriate health measures, which I'm sure you're doing. Educate your clients. Show them that you're here for them. Show them how you can help them, whether that's with telemedicine, whether that's with house calls, whether that's with your practice app. Whatever it is that you're doing, show them. Like, for example, one of the things we've done is put in a click and collect bay so people can ring up their order, pay for it on their secure credit card, which we've got filed securely, and they just drive into our parking lot to the click and collect bay, beep or ring us, and we'll come out. They don't have to get out of their car. Other things that we're doing, for example, is they can park their car in the car park. They don't have to come in. They ring us, and we'll come and get their pet out of the car, examine it, and bring it back. There's lots and lots of things that you can do. But one of the biggest things you can do is help control the misinformation that's going around. And maybe we'll use a famous phrase, the false news that's going around. But it's time for you to become, I've just made some notes. It's time to tell your clients that you're here for them, that you're their rock, you're their pillar in the storm, and that you'll help them work through this via their pets, yes, but also them directly, because a lot of them are just getting false information from everywhere. You are the leader. They can follow you, they can trust you, they can listen to you, they can rely on you. You are there and you will help them. You need a battle plan. You need to work out how you're going to do this. You need to train your team. You need to do role plays and develop the right phrasing so that when a concerned client comes in, you have the right strategies and you have the right verbiage to help them through this. Now, my suggestion is that you start to promote all the things that you can do, whether it's telemedicine, if you believe in that, whether it's house calls, whether it's your click and collect bay, whatever it is that you do to help them, promote it, tell your clients. And as part of that promotion, dispel any myths. And lastly, and this may sound very counterintuitive, excuse me, it's my asthma. I'm getting so excited, my voice is going harsh because this is just so fabulous and is working so well for so many people. The last thing is advertise. You may not want to do paid ads. I'm certainly increasing my paid ads at Highlands Veterinary Hospital and my Google AdWords and all that sort of stuff very carefully, testing it very carefully. But we're increasing our spend for a couple of reasons. Number one, most of our costs are going down. The ad spend costs are going down, so we're getting many, many more things for our buck because everyone else is pulling their head in. There's one local practice doing something, none of the others are. They're burying their head in the sand, so we're getting a lot more traction, a lot more views, and by setting ourselves, the practice, up as a leader, we're having many more people contact us. Now, they will join us now, and when we come out the other end, they will still be there with us because of the leadership that we're showing. And you can do the same thing. So Facebook costs you nothing. Do Facebook posts. Send newsletters out to your clients. If you've got a practice app, use that. Go on Instagram. Do Facebook Lives when you educate your clients. There's lots and lots of things that you can do that cost you nothing, as well as that you can do some paid ads. Now, you may or may not have heard of my Veterinary Business Academy. It's a monthly subscription site. It's $35 a month Australian, so that's what, $17 or $18 a month US or something like that. Same UK pounds. So it's really, really cheap site. It's got masses and masses and massive of information on there. Every month I produce a new topic, and as part of helping you get through this, pandemic, I'm giving you free access to one topic for 1 month. Now, earlier this year, I foresaw this coming, not coronavirus, no, I'm not that, prescient, but I saw a rise of a whole heap of threats to our industry. Apps, telemedicine, the growth of the house call practices and a few other things. And I released a module called, the practice threats that we'll be facing. These practice threats are now the exact opposite for the practices that are using them. These threats are now a huge opportunity for you to help the local pets, help your clients, put yourselves up there, put yourselves, you and your practice and your team up there as leaders, and to get a really strong bunch of like-minded followers that will follow you anywhere when you stand up and wave the flag against Corona and fight the fight and help them to do that successfully. So we're opening up this module. Have a look at it. I'm not changing it. It's still called Practice Threats, but read through the transcript or watch the video and then take action on the things that you see, because those threats are now your opportunity to grow your practice, survive and even thrive during this pandemic, and grow out the other sides hugely, leaving everyone else in your wake because they're being reactive and burying their heads in the sand. Hope you take up this opportunity. And look, honestly, I'd love you to stay on as a VBA member ongoing at $35 a month. But if you don't want to do that, just take this opportunity anyway. You're not locked in. It's a free access to this module, and use it to help you and your clients. See you on the next video.